say you need a friend. No matter the distance, I will always be there. No more inhibition.
Today was hard. I struggled to find my purpose. I did not see the bright side. I was tired of trying. I did not feel strong. I did not feel courageous. I did not feel beautiful. I did not feel seen or heard or understood. I longed for better. I lost myself more in the sadness than in the wonder, but I claimed every last bit of it as part of my journey. I held onto my breath with hopeful hands. I was a helium balloon floating, trying to be light, to let go, to move upward, and I fought. With everything I had, I fought, even though. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Epoxy Me That. How are you? I hope doing okay, and I want to thank you for showing up today. We're going to be casting in my last IntoResin mold. If anybody guess what this one is? You ready? It's a Hello Kitty tray. And it's quite bigger than the last one that I done. That was also one of IntoResin's handmade crystal molds. And it's got quite a few little surprises inside. There's a tiny little bow right here, which we're going to be leaving that alone. And then there's some precious little hearts right here inside the bow. And we're going to be doing the nose yellow, the eyes pink with the bow pink, because the tray is going to be like a smoky, transparent black and alcohol ink. And I don't want to stir it up too much. I want to leave some little wisp and waves in it and just give it that smoky black look. So we can't do the eyes in black. And I think it's going to turn out pretty cute. So if you'd like to see how I get on with that, kick back, relax, and let's get to it. I got my resin all mixed up. I'm using Bond Crafters epoxy resin. And we're going to go ahead in this cup and put, no, this one, because it's got the least amount in there. It's probably too much. And I'm going to use this beautiful yellow. This is one of Renfio's from Amazon. And that's what we're going to do the nose in. Let's get it stirred up. And there we go. I really like a brighter yellow, but maybe if we put some of this neon glitter in there. Maybe that'll do it. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't think it changed it that much. Oh well. We're going to have to work with that. And then, for the little hearts there inside of the bow, let's do them a different color than the bow. The big part of the bow and the eyes are going to match. But the hearts inside of the bow, I want them to be a different shade of pink. Like this Chrome Powder Holographic Pink by Let's Resin. And then for the big part of the bow, I'm going to use this Flamingo Pink by Renfio. It's a neon powder. And if you'll notice, when you're working with neons, you see those little balls in there? I don't know if y'all can see them. Little balls. The neon powders are harder to mix up in your resin. But if you'll mix them up in a little bit of alcohol first, and then put them in your resin, they'll mix up better. So that's what we're going to do. Reach in here and get me some out. And then we're going to Just pour some of this alcohol in there. And just get it stirred up real good. And then we're going to let some of that alcohol evaporate before we pour it. See, that's mixing up really nice. I don't hardly see any more clumps in it. Okay, so we're going to let that sit to the side and evaporate some before we pour our resin in. Let's go ahead and put the holographic pink chrome powder. I was wondering if I should brush that in instead of... Yeah, let's do that. Let's brush this one in. So I'm going to use my little stick here. Get you down a little bit so you can see what's going on. That's probably not a good idea to put that up there. Y'all know how clumsy I am. And then we're just going to paint in that little heart there with this little brush here. I find that if I use these little micro brushes to paint in my powders, it doesn't fly everywhere. See? It's not flying anywhere off of this thing into my mold. Now, if this would have been a brush, like a brush, it would be all in the mold right now. And some people like to use, which I like to use these as well. These little makeup sponges. These are great too. But my favorite way is these little micro brushes. Now, if I was doing something rather large, I might switch for those little makeup things I just showed you. Right here. I might switch to these if I'm doing something really large. But for something small like this, I'm definitely going to be reaching for this little micro brush. It's absolutely amazing. You have no cleanup to do. Unless your hand slips and you get it into the mold. Then you're going to have to clean that out. Okay, that looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and add my resin to this pink over here. And then we're going to do the eyes and the bow with this. Okay, I got my pink mixed up in my yellow, and it's been sitting there now, degassing for about 4 minutes. So let's go ahead and pour. I'm going to do the nose first, which is right here. And get that yellow. I thought that would be really cute. And that my daughter wants this first tray, so this is how she wants it done. I'm going to make me one too, because y'all know I love Hello Kitty. And you don't want to spray alcohol in your crystal molds. I mean, we pay a lot of money for these molds. So you don't want to be doing that. I know that you're tempted, because these crystals, they really do capture those bubbles and hang on to them. But don't do it. If you've got a pressure pot, put it in the pressure pot and let that do all your work. I think that if you want to invest in your resin and invest in yourself being a resin artist, then I would definitely invest in a pressure pot. That's definitely the way to go. I have had all of the other ones, and I'm telling you, the pressure pot is the way to go. Okay. I'm going to just try to pour this one. I hope I don't. Now that up there is part of the Hello Kitty's ear. So we only need to get that area. And I don't want to go into those little hearts that we poured. So I'm going to try to be real careful here. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Uh-oh, some of it got in the mold. I'm going to have to clean that out. And then I'm going to take my silicone tipped brush here and kind of move it around. Because I don't want to get too much in there. But I want to have enough. I'm making a mess, y'all. I'm just making a mess. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Keep it from going down in there. Uh-oh. I think it's on its way in there. I think I saved it. I'm going to put a little bit more over here. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone. And I'm just going to watch it. And when it starts to gel up and get real sticky, then I'm going to scoot it into the areas that it's not in. That's, and I'm going to clean up my mess over here on the side. I'm just going to use some little Q-tips to do that with. Just get in there and get it out. Okay, there we go. I didn't use those two, so I'm going to put those up. I'll meet you back when this is ready to make our last pour. See you later. I have my resin mixed up right here. I only mixed up 6 ounces because I'm really not sure how much this tray is going to hold. And I'd rather mix up a little bit more than having way too much. I'm going to put in a little bit of Laura's Art Corners Super Sparkle Silver. Not a whole lot because I don't want it to really, really be the highlight of the show. So I'm just going to get like just the tip of my, let's do that maybe one more time. So that's all I'm going to put in there. And then let's stir that up and see what it looks like. Okay, I think that's going to be beautiful. Okay, I'm going to use my black alcohol ink by Mod Podge. And I need to be careful here because I only want it to be streaked. Like maybe one more drop. I'm kind of scared to even do that. Oh gosh. And I don't want to stir it all up. I just want it to be streaked. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that. Let me try to get it off the edges here a little bit more. All right. I just don't want to stir it up a lot. because I want it to be smoky looking. All right, we're going to go ahead and pour. And it's looking like we're going to need a little bit more. Not much more, but a little bit. I don't know, we might not need any more, you guys. Because last time when I over poured on a tray like this from IntoResin, it looked really ridiculous on the edges. So as long as that center is filled up, I'm not going to put any more in it. And it's looking like it definitely is. Because we don't want a hole in the bottom of the tray, right? That would be ridiculous. So, let's see here. Oh, yes, we are absolutely fine. So, I'm not going to put any more in here. I'm going to say this tray definitely holds 6 ounces. Well, maybe I would pour maybe 6.5. Because you do have to take for the resin we put in the bow, the eyes, and the nose, but that wasn't much resin at all. So 6.5 ounces would definitely do it, and you'd have a little bit of resin left over probably. If maybe not none. Yeah, you probably wouldn't have any left over. 6.5 ounces. Definitely fill this tray. And I'm just nudging some of those bubbles, trying to get them to come to the top. They like to hang around in the mold because we couldn't spritz any alcohol down in there. And I'm really on the fence of putting it in my pressure pot. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to walk it to my pressure pot and go put it in there so I don't have to sit here and fool with these bubbles. All right, I'm not going to play around in it because I want it to have that smoky look, and the more I dance around in it, it's going to stir it up. So I will meet you all back. Oh, before I go. Oh, and we can go ahead and use my heat gun right quick and pop some of those surface bubbles. And now we can spritz some alcohol on it because we're not spritzing it inside of the mold. But let me tell you, this is what I was going to say. I got this in the mail today. The crazy thing about it is, it didn't have a return name. It does have a return address, but it doesn't have a name. Let me put my glasses down on my head because that's tiny. Can y'all see that? I really believe that says hollow, maybe holographic, short for holographic. I don't know. Hollow nonsense. Is that a business? I don't know. But they didn't send me any note or nothing. The only thing that's inside the envelope is this. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's so beautiful. And whoever sent me this, I wonder if you can make the tiny ones and me purchase them from you. I need holographic ones, because that's my favorite, that are this size. So whoever sent me that, is there any way I could pay you? I'd pay you well if you could make me some that size in holographic. I hope you're watching. And I am going to look that up and see if that's a business name. Hollow Nonsense? Yeah, I'm going to look it up and see if maybe this is a nudge of saying, hey, you can get your name tags from me. And this is just their sweet way of saying that. So I'm going to look it up, and I'll let y'all know after, when we demold this, I'll let you know. Because I'm going to go look it up here in a minute. And I'll let you all know. But I thought that was pretty cool. I had to share it with you. Okay, I will meet you all back when it's time to demold. I'm going to throw this big baby in my pressure pot. See you later. Are y'all ready to demold our Hello Kitty? I am. I think it's going to be so cute. Let me get some gloves on right quick so I don't get any fingerprints on it. Well, I grabbed pink and purple out of my box, so that's what we get today. Pink and purple. And I'm fixing to pour something else too, so I'm all geared up. All right, y'all ready? And I keep these little papers on the back of these molds because they mess my silicone mats up. I know I mention that a lot, but maybe there's somebody new that doesn't know that they will mess your mats up. They puff them up because this silicone reacts to that silicone, I guess. And it puffs your mats up, and it definitely tears them up. So make sure you put something underneath these silicone molds. And any molds that you make as well. Like these molds that I make, it'll do the same thing. It's not just IntoResin molds. There's nothing wrong with their silicone. It'll do it with your molds that you make too. But for some reason, some of the molds, it doesn't do it. Like those, a lot of the molds you get off of Amazon that are white, it doesn't do it with those. I don't know. Hey, don't come looking at me for the science in between it. I'm just telling you the truth. It will mess your molds up. All right, here we go. Oh, that pink is going to be so cute. All right. Try to pull it out here. It's still a little bit soft. There we go. Y'all ready? Here we go. Oh, wow. That is so cute. So cute. It's really cute. I absolutely love it. Look at that bling on that tray. I was hoping for a little bit more of the wispiness in the alcohol ink. That's why I didn't stir it up. We caught a few through here, but I was hoping for some more. I guess I stirred it too much. That pink is very pretty, and I love the yellow mixed in with that. I didn't think that was going to look good when my daughter suggested the yellow nose, but I think it would have been really cute to put the yellow in the bow right there too, instead of that pink. I don't like that pink that I put in there. And I don't think she's going to like it either. But maybe we can paint it or something. So yeah, I think it's so pretty. Let me know in the comment section below, what would you have done differently? And let me know if you like this Hello Kitty tray. I have some extras over here. This mold right here is one of my favorite molds, but it's very tedious. When you pour in it, it will overflow quickly. You cannot put much resin in it, and you have to go slowly. Use the heat gun, put a little more, use the heat gun, drop in a little more. because it's just very, very shallow. But I love this mold. It's very unique. It's still a little soft. I probably shouldn't be demolding it, because the thinner your molds are, the longer it takes for them to cure. But look at how cute that is. That's Jesus looking down. I love this mold. It's just such a beautiful mold. I got this mold off of Temu a long time ago. And it's very easy to overpour on, because it's very, very thin. See, I'm going to have to clean that up. But isn't that beautiful? Such a beautiful cross. But I'm going to save these pieces for my next lamp. I'm going to let them cure up and clean them up, and then I'm going to put them in my next lamp. I like to throw in some crosses, hide them in there and stuff. Not really hide them, you know, but I like to put some in there. All right, I'm fixing to make some molds, because I have some people that want some of these. So I'm fixing to make some and get them on my shop for you all. But I wanted to show you how they are done up in clear. Isn't that beautiful? The more transparent of a color or clear that you use in a crystal mold, you're going to get the best pop, the best crystal pop out of that mold. I went and grabbed the glow-in-the-dark duck. So let me show you the difference. Do you see the difference in the sparkle? This one over here sparkles so much more than this one. And I'm not saying the opaque one is not beautiful, because it is. But if you're looking for those diamonds to dance around, then you definitely want to use a transparent color or go clear. And y'all have seen these, but I just wanted you to check them out in clear. See how those crystals dance around? Now, I made several pins. I'm going to do a necklace several necklaces out of my heart, but I made this one a pin for my my shawls this winter, because I love to wear them in the winter. And here's a music note. I made it out of a pin for me. And then I made this one, and it's got a different kind of pin on the back. But you see, this is a transparent color right here. And you see the difference in the diamonds dancing. You just get so much more out of this one. And y'all have seen the rest. I just wanted to show you how they look clear. I'll keep going. Maybe somebody wants to see the rest. If you don't, just fast forward. And here's the little squirrel. A little squirrel. He's so cutesy, cutesy, cute. If you're creating something, instead of making a pin or something with this one, you could put a little acorn right there on his hand, hanging off of his hands. That would be cute. But I have to get me some more pieces so I can make, I'd like to make a bunch of molds at once instead of a few at a time. So I'm getting me some more castings made from my pieces so I can go ahead and get several made at once. And when I have them in my shop, I'll let you know they're in there. First come, first serve. When they're gone, they're gone. But if someone didn't get one, let me know and I'll make some more and put them in there. Now, this mold you haven't seen. My daughter likes big earrings. And I made these for her. And this is my first time casting in the mold, so I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't like that. The stars, I don't like that. Those aren't cute. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo this. I don't like that. I knew it was going everywhere. And I didn't clean it up. Really, I just wanted to see what it looked like. I wasn't trying to go all cute with it this time. My daughter wouldn't have liked these colors anyway. I was just, and look, I got bubbles in it. It was leftover resin that I had, so I just chunked it in. I just really wanted to see what the castings were going to look like. But the earrings go like this. And then I made some more of these. I don't know if anyone wants any of these candy pieces or not. But I guess I'll make a few of those molds as well. I did my Matio chameleon powders. The new ones that I just got from Miss Waters. This is the Ocean Heart and the Rose Fairy. This is the Ocean Heart. And this is the Rose Fairy. Y'all probably can't see the difference in them, but I can. They're definitely different. This one's more on the pinky side, and this is more on like an opal side. The iridescence. It's iridescent. I can't spit the other word out. I was trying to put an NESS on the end of it. Okay. And these, I did the diamond, a different color. And one of them, okay, this is on the pink side. So this is the Ocean Heart. Is that right? Yeah. This is the Ocean Heart with black behind it. That's what it looks like. And I left the diamond black. I thought that would be pretty, and it did turn out pretty cute. But I wasn't brushing them in. I wasn't trying to be all professional with it. I was in a rush, had extra resin left over, so I just chunked it in. And I was trying to hurry because I didn't have any of the molds brushed in with the chameleon powders yet. And my resin had been sitting there. So that's why they don't look really good brushed. This one does. One of the Matio hollow chrome powders. And then this is done in the same thing. The Matio chrome powder. I also had some pink left from the bow on the Hello Kitty. And we're going to put these in our bucket for our lamp. Our next lamp giveaway. That pink is so pretty, isn't it? So let's get our lid off of our container and drop those in. Okay, we'll go ahead and close this up. And then I'll put these in there after they cure and I clean them up. And we'll put those in there too. And then I made a phone. Now, I'm not done with these two on the ends. I dropped the pink on there and kept scooting it out until it filled up the center of those. So we're going to leave those alone. And then I put some soccer balls in here. I thought it was cute. So we'll cutesy this phone up and finish it together. So I'm just going to demold these little pieces here. That's a half moon. Y'all have seen these before. Just little pieces. I keep them in a little cup. These little cherries turned out really cute. This time they're actually pink. They're usually all kinds of different colors. Whatever I have left over for resin. Alright, I'm going to go put this to the side. I need to clean it up. And I need to condition it after I demold it this time. It needs to be conditioned. So we'll finish this one up together. Not all those are going to be in the center. And let me tell you a cute little tip for these phones, or any shaker for that matter. If they have extras in them that you can put inside the shaker, you don't always have to use those pieces for inside the shaker. You can also place them on the outside, you know, just put them around some kind of cute little way. You know, cutesy your little phone up, something like that. And maybe half moon up here, you know, something like that. You can also do that with them. They don't always have to go in the shaker part. You can get very creative with shakers. Very creative. And I made someone one of these. I'm not going to tell you who it is until I send it to her. But I made someone one of these, and I loved it so much that I ended up making me one as well. So let's demold it and see how this one turned out. I don't know, have I demolded one of these with you all? I think I have. It's still a little bit soft. And I over poured over here. I'll have to clean it up when it fully cures. I don't want to mess around with it too much right now. But it turned out so cute. I forgot to do the green leaves on the side. There are leaves, green leaves, on each side of the flowers. And I forgot to do those. But this will make a really cute pin. And then I did another one of my little crosses. It's got a prayer on it. It's not a Bible verse, it's a prayer. I know I said a Bible verse one time in my videos, and somebody corrected me, and I was like, oops, didn't mean to say that, sorry. But this is one of my favorite prayers. But you got to throw some paint in there to bring it out. But I'm going to let it cure a little bit, it's still a little bendy. Okay, I did finish the little shaker. And I think it turned out so cute. Isn't that cute? I love it. I love doing shakers. And these over here, you'll notice they're turned upside down because I sanded them, the tops and the bottom. And I went ahead and domed the bottoms. So that's why they're turned upside down like that. And I'm going to get to creating these soon. I got them stacked up on my table over there, and I've got to get some of them completed. I love how the back of this one looks. Some of the alcohol ink, I put some of Laura's Art Corner's Octopus Silver Mine Metallic in it. And it kind of went wonky on the back a little bit, but I threw some glitter on the back and made it look kind of like in space or something. So I cannot give you all glamour shots at the end of the Hello Kitty tray because I told my daughter I was finished with her tray, and when she came over to get her laundry, I wasn't here, and she took the tray. She thought I meant I was completely done with it. So you won't see that in the glamour shots at the end of the video. I'm sorry. But I did want to show you all this mold that I got right here. I want to create some rings, resin rings, and put these out, put the ring in here and put them out at my shop downtown. So I thought this would be a cute addition to my stand where I sell some of my art at. So let's demold them and see how they turned out. Does anybody else have this mold? Let me know. Oh, wow. That is cool. That is pretty neat. Let's see if I can get you down. Wow, it looks awesome in there, doesn't it? I love alcohol inks. I think they're probably my favorite colorant to use in resin. And I haven't been using them as much here lately. But I really would like to get back into using them, because I really want to experiment and do some things with them. Y'all ready? Oh, that one looks cool. Look at that. I only did 4 because that was all the resin that I had left over. And here's this one. Wow. That one looks pretty neat too, doesn't it? That's cool. I love it. Just love it. And I got one more. Oh, wow. We got blobs in this one. I put too much sinker white in that one. Oh well, it's still pretty. So let me know in the comment section below, do you have this mold as well? And do you use it to put your resin rings in, or your resin jewelry? Does anybody else like to make resin rings? So I wanted a hat that I could use on my resin pieces. So I found this little Barbie hat, and I made a mold out of it. It was not easy. It kept trying to float because the sides of it, the hat, what kind of came up. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know what I did with the hat, you guys. I was going to show you what I made a mold out of, but I don't know what in the world I done with it. Well, let's take it out and see how it turned out. I'm going to have to fix it because the way I had to cut it out was crazy. So I'm going to fix this and then maybe do another one. I guess I done it. I guess I put it in there wrong. When I laid it in the mold to make it, you know, in my mold box, I put it in there down like that. I wonder if I should have put it like that. Well, that wouldn't have worked because then the top of your hat, you know, would not have looked right. So I just wish there was a hole right there. You know, like a hat that you put down on your stuff. I could drill a place out to set it on there. So that's not a big deal. But I don't like how the sides did. I wonder if we can make it look decent. Because if I mold it again, I think it's going to do the same thing. There's a little hole right there, but I can put a little diamond, a bow, or something on that. But I wanted a mold that I could make the hat any color I want. So, if you have any ideas of how I could clean these edges up and make it look nice. I wonder if just putting some paint on it or something. Or maybe some diamonds. Something like that. That would definitely hide it. But if you turn it this way, it looks really good, doesn't it? If anyone has an idea of how I can clean those edges up without having to make another mold, I'd love to hear it. And please do not ever think that your idea is not great. Every idea is great. So drop it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. I have one of the best crafting communities here, and I truly mean that. You all are very crafty, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I am getting the list ready for our giveaway, our next giveaway for the cross box. We'll be drawing for that soon, and the winner gets to tell me how they want the box created, and everyone gets to watch. So you may find some value in that video. You may get some inspiration, maybe some ideas. I did announce my winners for the Bond Crafter resin kits giveaway in Friday's video. I placed the giveaway purposely at the end to see who all would watch to the end of the video. My channel is struggling a bit right now. My views have dropped drastically, and I've checked everything that I can check. I don't really think it's on my end. It may have a lot to do with the algorithm. I know that it did change again, and I believe the system may be struggling because it's all of this AI is mixed in, and I think it's just struggling to recognize who's human and who's not. Maybe, I don't know. So if you could please help me out by making sure that you're still subscribed to my channel, because it does kick some people off of my channel. I don't know why, but it does happen. And then make sure that your notifications are turned on for my video. I don't get paid a lot for these videos, and I do not ask anything of you monetarily. I don't put memberships on my channel, and I don't have Patreon on my channel because I like everything to be free for you. And it's not because I'm against members or Patreons. I think that is lovely, and it's a great way for subscribers to support the creator, you know, or anyone that they may watch on YouTube. It's just not for me. It's not for my channel. It's not where my channel's going. So it's not that I'm against it. It's just not for me. So all I ask of you is to please like my videos, engage a little bit with the video in the comment section below. That helps my videos out a lot, and it will push my videos out to more people. And if you don't like saying anything in the comment section, believe me, I don't like saying a whole lot when I watch people's videos. But just put a little emoji, a heart, something to engage a little bit in the video. That would help out a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it, my friend. And if you would like to support my channel monetarily, giving freely from your heart, you can always buy me a coffee. And I take that money and I let it build up a little bit, and then I'll cash it out and I'll buy supplies for my craft room. Like I buy maybe 6 boxes of gloves at one time, and a gallon of alcohol, 91% or 91, whatever I can get my hands on at the time, you know, or just things for my craft room. That's what I do with that money, because I don't make a lot off of my channel because my channel is very small right now. And I do work 40 hours a week at my job. I'm involved in my church. I work several days a week at my booth where I sell my arts and crafts, and I take care of my mother. And if I'm not doing any of that, then I'm editing or in a video for my channel. I hardly have a moment to spare. Well, I think that's all I have to mention today. I love my little shaker and how it turned out. But don't forget, my little Hello Kitty tray will not be in the glamour shots at the end of the video. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.